Hi, this is Bedrest Coach Darline Turner-Lee, owner and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond. Today we're doing some exercises that'll help you ease back into exercise after being on bed rest. I get many calls and emails and posts asking, what can I do to get back in shape? And women are so anxious to get back in shape after having been on bed rest for weeks and weeks and weeks, going through labor and delivery, and they just want their bodies back. While I can understand this, the first thing I want to say is give yourself at least 6 weeks to heal. It may seem like, gosh, I've already been on bed rest, I've been through labor and delivery, I just want to get at it. But really, those first 6 weeks postpartum are so important to let your body kind of recalibrate and re-equilibrate. You have a lot of relaxin and oxytocin that have been going on in your body to help you deliver, to help you with breastfeeding, and you just need to let your body have a break. So I say give yourself those first 6 weeks. Let your body equilibrate. Really, after all you've been through, 6 more weeks is nothing. And it might even be a little bit more if you've had a cesarean section. You may be feeling really tender down here, and you don't want to do anything to upset the delicate balance and restoration that's trying to go on. But in the meantime, what can you do? Well, if you're finally delivered, yes, you can get up, you can walk around, you can start to strengthen yourself, but just don't go at it rigorously. So often women, they feel like, I gotta get back to my life. I gotta start taking care of my kids, my house, my family, and they overdo it, and oftentimes they end up injuring themselves. And this isn't what we want at all. We want you to get back. We want you to be happy. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be a great mom to that new baby. So we're going to start slowly. I'm going to show you some things that you can start doing. As you can see, I'm not on a bed today. We're in a chair. This is just a simple kitchen chair that I have. And I'm sitting up straight and tall because when you've been on bed rest, a lot of people have had to lay down. And it's nice to finally be up. And the thing is, we need to strengthen some of the big supporting muscles. And that's what's going to really sustain you and carry you through. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to do some simple knee raises. And you'll be amazed if you have been on bed rest for weeks and weeks, these are going to be challenging. You can go ahead and hold on to the side of the chair. I say sit up as straight as you can, pull your shoulders back. Yeah, kind of push your chest out, but not, buck some breasts. But, sit up straight and then just lift. One knee up and down. Other knee up and down. One knee up and down, other knee up and down. Now you'll notice I'm not doing both knees together because quite frankly, it's too much for you at this point. You just want to do one up and down, other knee, up and down. And you can do this 10 times on each side. You can do a couple of repetitions. You may find that when you first start doing this, you can only do 4 or 5 and then you're tired. That's okay. But it's just to start up and down and again, up and down. The other thing you're going to want to do is you want to practice getting out of a chair. I mean, I have so many women say, I could barely get out of bed when I first got off bed rest. So what you want to do, you can start by supporting yourself first and push up and then come back down and push up and then come back down. And you're going to see it's going to take a lot to strengthen those quads and those hamstrings, the hip flexors, the psoas muscles, all these muscles that you really haven't been using while you've been on bed rest that have just kind of had a chance to lay there. Some will have atrophied, some will have not, but they've really just not been stimulated unless you've been doing our exercises with Bed Rest Fitness. But, otherwise they've just been sitting there. So then once you've gotten good with pushing up and coming down, then, and I'm going to push back a little bit so that you can see me, you're going to come all the way up. And then down, pulling down my shorts, all the way up and down. And then you'll notice at the end, I do just a little pelvic tilt because we want to start engaging the hips, the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis. So we're going to come up and down. And again, if you need to start with some support here, push up off the chair and then come down. Push up off the chair with your hands and come down. It's perfectly okay to use your hands. Now, another exercise that you can do as we're strengthening here is you can do straight leg up and down, straight leg up and down, straight leg up and down, straight leg up and down. Again, it's okay to support it. Straight leg up and down, straight leg up and down. You may not get, I'm kind of coming up parallel to my hips. You may only get here, and you can't really see my foot, but just a little bit off the floor. That's fine. That's where you want to start. We're not going aggressively. We're starting out. We're easing back into exercise. We're easing into it. Now, once you kind of get going with that, and I'm going to come back a little further so that you can see me, I'm hoping. And actually, I'm going to come up here and adjust my camera just a little bit so that you'll be able to see me. I'm back here with the chair, and now I have turned the chair sideways. I'm standing sideways. Again, you want to stand up straight, push down, shoulders back, tuck the pelvis, tuck it in, holding on to the chair, and we're going to do a straight leg back. Now, what you don't want to do is this. You don't want that curve in the back. So if you can't push your leg back a lot, that's okay. Just holding onto the chair and just back and in, and really work on trying. Now I say hold your stomach in. I don't want you clamping down, but hold onto the chair and just push back and in, back and in. And now, in case you can't see that, I'm going to come up here closer, and I'm going to be on the wall. And I'm holding here, and you're not really going to be able to see my legs. Let me see if I can tilt this so that you can see my legs, some anyway. And let's see, I'll move about here. I'll hold on to the wall, and it's just gently back and in, back and in. But notice I'm holding in my core, and you may not go very far, and you're going to feel it in the gluteus. You're going to feel it on the sides of the legs. Just go back and in. And then the other side, back and in, back and in. You can also turn, can't see me here, you can also turn to the front, do one leg out and in, out and in. And as always, your form is more important than how many you do. So out and in, out and in, out and in. Again, you'll also notice that other than tucking the pelvis and holding the core tightly, I'm not having you do any abdominal exercises because you really don't need to do them right now. It's not critical that you do a whole lot of abdominal stress at this point. Now, some people are concerned about upper body, and it is. If you've been laying on bed rest, you've not been doing anything, and now you have this 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10-pound baby to hold, it's a lot. You want to work the biceps, the triceps, the deltoids, because you're going to be carrying a lot. You're going to be carrying the baby in the baby carrier, carrying a diaper bag, your purse, this, that. So just to start with, and also I want you to notice, you don't need a lot of equipment for this. Just to start with, we're going to go straight against the wall. Now, don't lock your elbows a whole lot. You want to have kind of soft elbows and kind of like shoulder width apart. So I'm kind of like this, and I'm here against my cabinet, all my little kid drawings, and you want to just come down and then come back. And it's just a very gentle push-up. If you find you can't do that, move yourself in a little closer, and then come back and out. And then come in and out. Come back in and out. And really, this is really all you need to do at this point. This gets in, like I said, gets your biceps, it gets your triceps, it'll get your deltoids, a little bit in the flexors here. But it's truly enough just to start moving with the arms. And back. Again, we want to keep the abs in, keep the core tight. And you can't really see it, but I'm also tucking my pelvis, and that's it for the core. We're not doing a whole lot of tighten it up, and no, just good posture, arms straight out, and then we come in and out, in and out. So for right there, you've gotten chest, you've gotten upper back, you've gotten upper arms, you've gotten lower arms, and pretty much you've covered your whole body with just a few very, very simple exercises. I wanted to go over this because, again, I've had women send me emails and call and say, well, I had the baby. I went right back into my routine. I started cleaning the house. I started doing laundry. And one of the worst things you can do is pick up a heavy basket of laundry. You shouldn't be lifting that much, and you shouldn't be bending like that and up. Your body has not had a chance to re-equilibrate. You've got to give it a chance to get back, gradually. And it's like I said in my last blog, when I used to do a lot of personal training and I'd have an obese person come and say, I need to lose 50, 70, 100 pounds. I didn't send them out to do a marathon. We started walking, and sometimes it was just 100 feet that this person could walk. That was it. And it may have taken them 10 minutes to do it. That's okay, because by the time we worked over several weeks, they could walk around the block. Maybe they could walk a mile, whatever. But you cannot jump right back into things and think, oh, I'm just going to run in and, I've had the baby now and everything is great and I'm just going to jump back into exercise. You have to ease back into exercise. You have to allow your hips, your perineum, your abs, your legs, your arms. You have to allow everything to kind of come back. You've still got a lot of hormone on board. And if you're nursing, that hormone is going to stay for as long as you nurse. So you need to be careful. You don't want to pull your ligaments, your tendons, your soft tissue. And most assuredly, you don't want to injure a bone, which, is somewhat hard to do, but women do it. They get going, they twist an ankle, they twist it the wrong way. Next thing you know, they're in a cast. And it's like, how did that happen? I had one woman I was working with. She'd been pregnant with twins and just slipped the wrong way, put her hand down, cracked her wrist. And these are things that happen. She was newly postpartum. Was it a result of bed rest? It's tough to say, but surely she was not in her regular conditioned state such that she could, break her fall and shift and twist like she normally would have. So yeah, she sustained a fracture. It's very easy to do when your body has not been engaged as it normally is. And I ask you to ease back into exercise. Start with the light knee raises that we were just doing, the soft straight leg raises. Turn your ankles left and right. Actually, not left and right. Circular and counterclockwise circular. You can do some arm things, but it's very gentle. Push off the seat, come back down. And when you're safe with that, push off with just your legs and come back down. And then the arm exercises against the wall. When you're really good, you can do them against the chair. As you get stronger, you can increase the duration of time you do things. You can increase the distance. You can increase the number of repetitions. But in the immediate postpartum, in the short 6-week to maybe 6 to 10 week window, go easy. And especially give yourself those 6 weeks before you really start pushing and engaging and trying to pull your abs in. And I got a diastasis, I need to fix my abs. It's all going to come. You don't have to do it all at once. Take it step by step and ease into exercise so that you can avoid any type of injury. That's all I have for you today, and I hope this is beneficial for you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, info@mamasonbedrest.com. You can put comments on this video blog. You can ask questions. I am totally here for you, but please ease into exercise after being on bed rest. And just to review, I'm going to push in my little drawer here, and it's going to be a little hard to see, but we have the knee raises, and we sit up straight, knee raise, and then we sit up straight, we do the other side, and it's a little hard to see. I'll push back a little bit more, and hopefully you can see. Straight leg raise. If you feel ready, straight leg raise, straight leg raise, straight leg raise. Now I'm also doing, and I'll turn here so you can see, ankle curl, ankle circles, and the other direction. And again, you're not going to be able to hold them this high. I'm putting them this high so that you can see them on the screen. And then as you get stronger, and you're not going to be able to see my head, but back, and be sure you're standing up straight. Be sure you're tucking in the core. You push back and in, back and in. If you don't feel comfortable doing it with the chair, you come right up against the wall, and you can adjust this. You can come in close. You can come out far. However works for you. Get your arms about shoulder distance apart. Come in and push back. Come in and push back. It's really that simple. That's really all you need to be doing at this point. It's not rocket science, and it's not running a marathon. It's not super duper strength training, but it is effective. Please, please, please ease into exercise. You'll be able to build, you'll be able to go, you'll be able to grow in your strength and your endurance. You start out too fast, you're going to sustain an injury, and you're going to probably end up back in bed rest or just on some sort of restrictive activity and actually pushing yourself back. We don't want that. We want you to get strong and move forward, be out there walking with your baby, soon jogging with your baby, or whatever it is, Nia, Pilates, strength training, whatever it is that you want to do, we want you to be able to do it, but we want you to be able to do it safely. So again, this is Bedrest Coach Darline Turner-Lee, owner and founder of Mamas on Bedrest and Beyond, suggesting, advising, empowering you to ease back into exercise after bed rest. Thanks so much for being with us today, and I hope these help you out.